Q4 e-tron is for us a very important car, so we wanted to give it a very strong character on the road. We wanted to take inspiration from our bigger cars, for example the Q8, and bring that strength down to the A segment car. It was a very difficult platform to get right, but it also offered a lot of possibilities. For example, the battery pack means that we can push the wheels to the outside of the car, giving a very square footprint, and short overhangs, tight cabin. It made for a very interesting design. It's a very special car to me because it's the first car where I was the lead designer, and it really was a case of sketch to production. That the feeling that I captured in the first sketch made it to the production line. We had such a good feedback from the concept cars in Geneva, and then 1 year later we showed the Q4 Sportback e-tron concept, and we had such a great feedback that bringing this car to the production was perfect. For the first time, we're going to offer the customer the chance to change the light signature. So we have 4 options which the user can change from the MMI system. And this is a really interesting aspect for us designers because we now have a feedback what the user prefers as a light optic. On the rear, we have a light band running across the width of the car, which emphasizes the width, first of all. And it's also nice to bring the technology from the higher class cars, for example, the A8 and the A7, down to the A segment and offer it to our customers because it's improving the optics overall. The new steering wheel from the Q4 e-tron has a flat top and a flat bottom, which is emphasizing a linear feeling, which integrates really well with the architecture of the interior. It's a very important part of our car, because every time you step inside the Audi, you will use a steering wheel. So we want to make this experience more advanced and feel better. So we've taken a lot of care into the way we use the buttons, and the integration of these buttons in the new flat panel is a step forward for us. And we sign it off with our new flat rings in the center. The Q4 Sportback e-tron is following the principle of form follows function. So we combine good design with sporting cabin and keeping headroominess and also improving aerodynamics, therefore increasing the range by 12 kilometers.
The Q4 e-tron is for us the next e-tron in our Audi family, and we will offer 2 attractive body styles, the Q4 e-tron and the Q4 Sportback e-tron. Now you want to hear some figures, so let's start with the electric motor. We will offer 1 rear-wheel drive with 150 kilowatts, and additionally we have 2 quattro variants. The top-of-the-line model, the quattro Q4 e-tron, has 220 kilowatts, and that means the car will accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.2 seconds. Now we'll talk about the heart of the car, the battery. We will offer 2 battery variants, a smaller battery with 52 kilowatt hours and a bigger battery with 77 kilowatt hours. The version Q4 e-tron 40 with 150 kilowatt and the large battery will cover a range of 520 kilometers in WLTP. We have a charging capacity of 125 kilowatt that results in approximately 130 kilometers in about 10 minutes. The Q4 e-tron is an ace because you cover very good figures, and the main topic of the car, it's an all-rounder, which is a very attractive car for everyone.
When we talk about the Q4 e-tron, we should start with something all of us start in the school, the alphabet, so the ABC. So the A in this case stands for the A+ segment, which is represented in the exterior measurements. So we have the compact class SUV. The B does not only stand for big luggage capacity, which in this case resembles the luggage capacity of the B segment. When we talk numbers, it's like in the SUV you have like 520 liters, and in the Sportback even 535 liters of normal luggage capacity. With the rear seats down, it's even more. And the keyword C is really the surprise as you go inside and you go on the front seat, and then you already have this very airy, roomy feeling as the driver. But really in the back, on the back seat, you have like this huge space of leg room, which really gives you a very comfortable way of traveling. With that, you can see that the Q4 e-tron is like breaking the conventional boundaries from segments that we have known before. And it's really offering a unique package to everybody. Now for a car like the Q4 e-tron, which should be there for city commuters, for going on long distance journeys, so basically for everybody in an everyday situation, you of course have to offer a lot of storage capability and opportunities. So what we have done is that in the front area, you have like up to 25 liters of storage space. And one particular feature that I always like to point out is our bottle holders in the door. So that means that in all 4 of your doors, you have like the possibility to store a 1 liter bottle quite ergonomically for you in reach, also maybe a coffee cup. So this really gives you this ease for traveling and really supports your everyday desire. So with that, the Q4 e-tron really gives the edge to everyday traveling. To operate all the new functions and features we're offering with the Audi Q4 e-tron, you also, of course, need a state-of-the-art control center. So one big element of that is our new generation of steering wheels. That first thing that meets the eye is this flat top and bottom design that is optional, the flat Audi rings, and the seamless touchpad and sliding pads, which is a new feature at Audi. So thanks to this black panel optic, only when you really start to go with your car, the buttons appear for you to operate all the different functions. Now, beside offering that touch experience, you also have your shift pedals at the steering wheel where you can change through your different levels of recuperation. And with that, the Audi Q4 e-tron literally takes the steering wheel towards the future of electric mobility. The Audi Q4 e-tron leverages the full potential that the MEB platform offers us as a full and pure electric platform. So what does that mean? For example, we have like, because of the battery in the lower floor, we have like a large wheelbase of 2.7 meters. Although the outside measurements of the car are those of a compact model of 4.6 meters. Now, you can see those advantages further in the interior, which gives you a very airy feeling of space. So for example, there's no transmission tunnel, no center tunnel. Although we didn't just leave that out, we made like a lot of storage capabilities, up to 25 liters, where you can store various daily things you may need. And that is transported more into the rear seats, where you have like this amazing leg room, where basically while traveling you can work on your dancing skills. And also in the trunk compartment, you have like the trunk capacity of the next larger segment. And I think with that, the Q4 e-tron really showcases the advantages of a pure electric platform and is a genuine all-rounder.